Hey guys, this is Chris again, coming at you with a comparison slash kind of dual kind of video. Quick wristwatch check. Wearing that Zenith, of course, the El Primero. The reason I'm wearing this Zenith is because it does actually kind of have a lot to do with this video. It's just going to show you that you can appreciate high-end watches and still have fun with quirky little quartz pieces. You know, these are two of my beater watches. I wear them to work regularly. I work retail management, for those wondering. I won't say where I work, but that's what I do. But basically, like I said, with the Zenith is you can still appreciate high horology, I guess you could say, or this is kind of entry level to most people horology, and still appreciate the little G-Shocks and things like that, Casios and Timexes and all that. I still actually have a Timex myself too. But I just wanted to show these guys side by side, just to show you what they look like. You know, get you a feel if you're looking at either one, or you know, in the market for both or whatever. If you have the budget for both, I would definitely suggest both, because it gives you kind of an option to wear a different one. And again, don't be afraid to wear the all metal one, even though it's technically a limited edition, I believe. I'm not sure if that's true or not. There's so many different, you know, limited editions out there. There's so many versions of this. And this is basically a side-by-side of a almost $50 watch compared to a almost $500 watch in some cases. Now what you might be asking, does the $500 get you compared to the $50? I think I ended up paying like 40 something dollars a while back for this. It was on sale on Amazon. But, and of course, as you see, I gotta change the time on this to get more up to date. But the thing that the all metal squares give you, this one comes in like a new blue option, a black option similar to this, but the finishing and all that's a little bit different. And they give you a gold option. But what this one on the left, the $500 one, gives you, you might ask, it gives you that Bluetooth connectivity. So it's always, you know, the date's always right on it, the time's always right on it, as long as your phone is good, because you know your phone's always good on time. This is the one smart, I guess you consider, watch that I own, that I like, if you consider this a smartwatch. But I wear these, like I said, I wear these for all my workouts, going to work, all that. You can wear them in the water, not have to worry about them. These things are literally indestructible. And do I think that this one here on the left is a future classic? Literally only time will tell. I think a lot of people gravitate towards the ones on the left like I did, just because showing my age, I was born in 1983. G-Shock was also founded in 1983, and it's kind of a limited edition classic iteration of this, like a different version, a little bit fancier. Like I said, you get that Bluetooth connectivity, you get a lot different fit and finishing, and a lot of people think this wears heavy, but it really doesn't wear that heavy. I've had other G-Shock versions, you know, the regular round G-Shocks, the $80, $90 ones and all that I wore to work and all that, and they wear heavy compared to this one and this one. This one wears really, really light too. Now, if you have the budget for the $500 one, I definitely suggest, if you're looking at it, go for it if you can. I got mine, and this is in no way a sponsored video. This is just where I got mine. I got mine from John Keel over at WatchGauge.com. Great guy to buy from. I definitely suggest his website. He can get you one. If he's not out, he can probably try to get a hold of one for you. And this one I got on Amazon. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think it was 40 something dollars. Like I said, I just wanted to show you a quick little side by side. You can tell the difference in fit and finishing on these. You know, the 40 something dollar one compared to the $500 one. The fit and finishing is crazy. This is almost like mirror-like finishing, like a metallic finishing, and it is really, really killer. Here is the case back on both. You can see it's got a lot more here on the all metal one. I believe it's the DW5600-B, something like that. I'm always really bad with references, guys. Let me know down there in the comments. And this is the DW5600. But like I said, this is a basic side-by-side. You can see both have that little, you know, night light, indigo light almost. But they both have the same date, everything like that. But like I said, they're both pretty cool watches. I definitely recommend both. If you have the budget for, like I said, this one here, I definitely recommend it. But if you don't quite have the budget and you still want a killer piece, you can't go wrong for this $50 version. Like I said, this is kind of classic and understated. You can see the bracelet and the strap on this, in this case, both taper down, which is pretty cool. Probably contributes to that lightness that they wear. But like I said, basically if you want one that's dead accurate all the time, which this one, once you set it to the right time, is almost dead accurate, not quite dead accurate, but it is pretty close. This one's always dead accurate because it goes by, you know, your cell phone. And that's another thing that probably the reason why these all metal G-Shock cost more than this one over here is because of the app. Somebody had to take time to develop that app and, you know, program it and all that for the Android and the iPhone and all the smartphones and all that. So somebody had to take the time to develop that. That's probably another reason why this one costs, you know, they're almost $500 that it does cost compared to those $50 that they just kind of put together probably. But that's another factor in there. Is one really better than the other? I'm not really sure, but I do really like this one. I think it's something different, and I think even a lot of collectors with like higher end collectors, like they, you know, with Rolexes and Pateks and all that, which this kind of similar to some higher end watches that shall remain nameless. Just the, you know, the style and all that, the styling is what they're kind of going for, I think. And again, don't be afraid to wear it. I wear mine to work all the time. They're meant to be worn there at G-Shock. But like I said, a lot of higher end collectors like these, just because of the fit and finishing. There's also a gold version, which my buddy Rob over at Random Rob's YouTube channel, he has a pretty cool gold one. I believe he's got a review up of his. Go over and check that out. But it's pretty cool though. But like I said, I just wanted to do a quick little side-by-side video comparison of what the two G-Shocks look like side by side, and let you guys decide whether the all-metal square, which is what I call mine. Like I said, I'm really bad with reference names, guys. I can't hardly remember my, you know, what happened yesterday, let alone all kind of reference numbers, if that tells you how bad my memory is. But anyways, though, like I said, let you guys decide which one you want, which one you like. See whether the $500 or $400 and something in some cases, depending on where you get it from, is worth it over the $40-something, almost $50 that this one on the right goes for. It all comes down to classic, you know, your preference, your style, your budget, and all that. So if you could fit one or the other or both in, I would definitely suggest it. You know, like I said, you can't really go wrong with either of these watches. You wear them at work, wear them out, you know, wear them wherever. And believe it or not, this watch here on the left, the all-metal version, actually gets more compliments from non-watch people, because a lot of non-watch people know what G-Shock are, but they've never really seen one like this before, because they're, you know, they don't know watches, but they know G-Shock, but they've never really seen one like this before, and they compliment this one a lot more even than my Zenith or even my, you know, my Doxer or something like that. They compliment this one more than those, you know, those pieces. But again, like I said, if you're looking for one, I'd definitely suggest one. If you sway both, I'd definitely swing both. But if you only have the budget for this one, there's nothing wrong with the $50 one. This one works just as good. It just doesn't have the app and all that stuff. But anyways, guys, this has been Chris with a quick little comparison side-by-side video of the G-Shock All-Metal Square compared to the original version. Like I said, I think a lot of guys around my age go for that kind of nostalgic kind of feel on this one. That's why they went with the one on the left, as well as a lot of them also have this one too. But that's why they go for the one on the left. Like I said, is it going to be an instant classic? Nah, I don't really think it is going to be an instant classic. I mean, that's for collectors to decide on their own whether they want to, you know, keep it, hold on to it. And if it were to become a classic, it would take years for it to become a classic. But anyways, guys, this has been Chris with a short little video of the G-Shock Square $50 versus $500 watch. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, peace.